Okay. All right. Good evening. We're so excited to have all of you with us, and it's so fun to have so many new people who are jumping in on our Zoom class for the education that we get to share with everybody. And I find that the more I learn, the more empowered I feel, and the more I feel like I can take care of myself on me and how with the cleanse. If for some reason the internet is not so great, we're going to just keep rolling through it so that it can record well, and then we'll just see how we go. I just had a little note that popped up saying my internet was bad. So if it is, we'll just kind of keep trucking through it, and then we'll get the recording out. So I love this picture where health is the destination, wellness is the journey. And what we are part of is a wellness journey. It's the choices that we're making every day that are going to help us to enjoy good health and energy and vitality, which is what we want, especially in the world that we live in, and with the goals and dreams that we want to have health and we want to have vitality. And so the first thing I love talking about is doTERRA's wellness pyramid, because it is a daily thing. These are some areas that we can specifically focus on to have that health and vitality that we seek. So it's things like eating right, exercise, find something that you enjoy and that gets your body moving, managing stress and getting good sleep, reducing toxic load, which is what we're going to talk about today specifically with the 30-day cleanse, and then having informed self-care and then proactive medical care. And so this is something that I refer to all the time when I'm working with other people and we're talking about good health, is just looking at each of those areas and then seeing how doTERRA and the products can fit into each of those categories. So we're going to talk tonight about reducing toxic load. And to start, I've got, let's see, I'm going to go to my next slide here, maybe. Okay, so why do a cleanse? I found this really great article, and I'm going to post this underneath the event, but it gives the top 10 reasons why you'd want to do a cleanse. And the first one is to detoxify your body. It says we're constantly exposed to toxins that are harmful to our bodies. They affect everything. A cleanse helps flush them from our system by helping our detoxifying organs work more efficiently. So the reason for a cleanse is to detox. We are surrounded and bombarded by so many different toxins, things in our food, the air that we breathe, the products that we use on our skin. And so any time that we can reduce those toxins and clear those from the body, it's going to be helpful. And then the next one is increase energy. Who doesn't want more energy? And then she says energy levels drop as toxin levels rise in the body. Important nutrients don't get absorbed properly, and the body gets too bogged down trying to keep up, resulting in fatigue. By doing a cleanse and removing those impurities, you can help your body work more efficiently and feel less sluggish. And then the third one was to improve sleep patterns. It says if you have trouble sleeping, a cleanse may help. Certain toxins and disturbances or substances like alcohol disrupt sleep patterns. Doing a cleanse to remove those toxins can help regulate your sleep cycle so that you can sleep better. So if sleep is an issue, look at doing a cleanse to help cleanse that. And then reduce brain fog. I thought, oh, I got to do this one just for my own brain fog. So brain fog is a sign of inflammation caused by an overload of toxins in the body. So by doing a cleanse, it helps reduce that inflammation and return the body to a happier state. And then the next one, number 5, is to reduce cravings. Although it can be difficult at first, a cleanse can help you get control of your cravings. Many report that once they've been able to get through the first couple of days of a cleanse, that cravings subside and they don't return. And in fact, I was just talking to a lady just the other day who was doing a cleanse, and she said that exact same thing. She's like, the first couple of days, it was so hard to be off of sugar. She specifically wanted to be off sugar. But once she was past that 3 or 4 days, all of a sudden she didn't feel like she needed the sugar anymore, and she didn't want the Dr. Pepper. And so I'm like, oh, that's encouraging. And then number 6 is to improve skin issues. A lot of skin conditions actually originate in the gut, which is extremely susceptible to damage caused by different toxins. It is not uncommon to start a cleanse for, say, better sleep, and also notice clearer skin as a result of flushing toxins and improving the digestive system. And I know we've had, again, several people who've had different skin conditions and issues, and as they've done the cleanse and taken advantage of the doTERRA products, that their skin has cleared. Number 7 is to improve mood. Cleansing has a huge effect on the mood, and it's a great way to detox your body and your emotions. Some of the common side effects of cleansing include having more energy and mental clarity and feeling relaxed and revitalized. And then 8 is to strengthen the immune system. Our immune systems are very powerful, but when they're in a constant battle against a steady stream of toxins, they tend to weaken over time. Reducing your toxic load with a cleanse can help your immune system get back to a strong and healthy state. And I know we've talked about this before, they say like 70 to 80% of our immune system is in our gut. And so if we can have really good, healthy gut health, then our immune system is going to be stronger. And then number 10, and this is a lot of times what a lot of people are seeking, is just that increase in metabolism. It says the same toxic load that's slowing down your digestive system, messing with your sleep, and overtaxing your immune system, you guessed it, it's also wreaking havoc on your metabolism. A cleanse is a simple way to give your metabolism the reboot that it needs. And so anyways, these are 10 reasons why you would want to do a cleanse. And even if there's just a couple of these that you want to focus on, the cleanse is, anyways, it's a great program, and I think we can all benefit from doing this on a somewhat regular basis. So from what we're going to focus on is this awesome chart. And this is actually a chart that is based off of a spring cleanse that doTERRA shared this last spring on a tour that they did, and it's just been kind of changed up a little bit. And so what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna focus on each of the products and what it specifically does to help cleanse the body and how you would do it. And I love this chart because you have your foundation of the Lifelong Vitality, and then you've got your gastrointestinal products, you've got the endocrine part, and then your cellular health. And so anyways, a lot of great information that we're going to share and a lot of great products. So as always, I think every time we start talking about, really with any class, we always start with the Lifelong Vitality, and it is your foundation. And on that chart, it's our foundation. It's where we start, is the Lifelong Vitality. So it is a blend of essential oil nutrients and powerful metabolic factors for optimal health, energy, and longevity. And the recommendation is 2 to 4 capsules each per day with food based on our needs. Oh, there's a typo. Anyways, my computer always does that. But anyways, this is your foundation. So you got your vitamin minerals, you've got your healthy fats, then you have the alpha CRS to help with energy. I love this product because the side effects that I hear are things that my digestive system is better, like we just talked about. You know, less brain fog, more energy, less pain, you know, hair coming in thicker. So it really is a great foundational product. Is there anything you want to add about Lifelong Vitality? I got my husband here. He's going to give us the doctor version of some of these things.
Well, I don't know if it's a doctor version, but ultimately we understand and have had personal experiences on how well the oils work in our bodies to support different organ systems and things like that. But ultimately, the oils will work better for our bodies if we have this foundation in place. So by utilizing the Lifelong Vitality on a regular basis, it gives your body the materials that it needs to take the oils and put them to better use or to help them work better. But everything else that has been said so far that you've heard about these vitamins, these supplements are great. They're, yeah, your body needs this stuff.
Right. And what's great is when the body is getting these things, then it can function and do what it was created to do. So our next product in the gastrointestinal part of that chart is TerraZyme. And this is a blend of digestive enzymes that aid in the digestion of food. Oh, I've got some typos, and absorption of nutrients. And so I want to point out here something that's really interesting. So they recommend 1 capsule on an empty stomach morning and night. And it's probably about a year ago, I heard a talk given by Laura Jacobs, who is a wealth of knowledge on the oils and health. And she talked about how specifically, like in the morning when you take that TerraZyme, it can help digest the overabundance of candida that is in the gut. Because a lot of time we have an overabundance of the candida, and that's what's causing a lot of different health concerns and issues. And so by taking a TerraZyme on an empty stomach, it'll help to break that down. And then again at night, as you're sleeping, it's again breaking down food that you have in there, but also breaking down some of the candida that is there. And then it also recommends 1 capsule with your morning, noon, and PM meals. So you're taking 5 a day for 30 days. And I love this product. Love, love, love.
The only thing I'd add about this one is it's pitched to us or sold to us, or we learn about TerraZyme being digestive enzymes. which is true. But what a lot of people don't understand is metabolism itself, taking food, breaking it down, using that food to build tissue like muscle or other types of cells. Metabolism requires enzymes in order to function properly. So by using TerraZyme with your meals, it helps you digest your food, but having it in the morning and in the evening on an empty stomach, it gives your metabolism a lot of the enzymes that it requires in order to do everything that your body does as far as supporting and sustaining the tissues that you have.
Awesome. So there's the TerraZyme. Okay. And then the next one is the GX Assist and the PB Assist. Do you want to talk about those two?
No, just kidding. These two, starting with GX Assist. GX Assist is a gut cleansing formula. The materials in there, the caprylic acid, the essential oils are all things that are designed to scrub out the inside of your small and large intestine. It's a big scrubbing brush, and some people have more stuff that needs to be scrubbed out than others. But ultimately, the assist part of it is it just helps your digestive tract be or get renewed, if you will. It cleans out some of this stuff that's stuck in there. And as it says here, the recommendation is one of these with your PM meal or the evening meal for this cleanse. Now, I've talked to people, and I personally have used this product where I'll take a few capsules throughout the day. Some people won't need that. Some people do. If this is the first cleanse that you've ever done, I would just recommend following this recommendation, is just do one of these with your evening meal for a total of 10 days. And then if you need to, you can always add more at a later time. The PB Assist, after you get your digestive tract scrubbed out, you're going to need to recolonate with healthy flora or healthy bacteria, beneficial bacteria. And PB Assist Plus, or we now have the kids probiotic that is very good as well, have a lot of individual strains of bacteria that are helpful to maintain good balance in your gastrointestinal tract. And the recommendations on this slide say 3 capsules with your evening meal each day for 10 days. I would recommend not doing GX Assist and PB Assist simultaneously. Do 10 days of the GX Assist to get everything cleaned out, and then after that 10 days, start the 10 days with the PB Assist Plus. Because if you take them both at the same time, they're just going to counteract each other.
Yep. Awesome. Okay. And then the next one, this is for the endocrine system. This is the next part of it. And this is the Zendocrine blend, the soft gels, and the Zendocrine complex. So the Zendocrine soft gels, this is your botanical blend to support the body's natural ability to rid itself of unwanted substances. So the oils that are in here are going to help to cleanse the organs. So it's going to help to cleanse like the kidneys, the liver, the gallbladder, your lungs, and all that are just going to help to cleanse that. And the recommendation is 1 in the morning and 1 at night with your meals, so that you're taking 2 a day. And then the Zendocrine complex, so this is a botanical blend. So these are actually different herbs that they put together that, again, will support the liver, kidney, colon, lungs, and skin. And the recommendation is the same, with 1 capsule in the morning and 1 at night, for 2 capsules per day. And I remember having it described to us as, and I think it was Dr. Hill, and you can clarify on this, but one of them works as a cleanser, cleaner, and then the other one actually helps to rebuild and strengthen. So you want to use these 2 together to cleanse and then to strengthen those organs that cleanse, that clean, and help the body to be able to detoxify. And then the next one is Cellular Health, and this is the DDR Prime. Talk about this one.
Yeah, DDR Prime, as you know, stands for damaged DNA repair, and the essential oils that make up this capsule, or the oil, if you just use the oil, are great for cellular health, improving cellular function, and helping those cells renew and regenerate. Lots of stuff has been spoken over the pulpit, if you will, from convention and other corporate events about the ability that this product has to help support the body in difficult situations. This is actually one that Tiffany and I take regularly, not just when we're doing a cleanse. So you could do 1 or 2 of these a day till the end of your days, and that would be totally fine. In fact, it's a very healthy idea to do so. The recommendation during the cleanse is just 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening with your meals for 10 days. Again, that's just for the cleanse. But as I said, Tiffany and I take this one every day just because for the preventative nature that it serves the body.
Yep. I love it. I've heard Katie call it life insurance in a bottle.
There you go.
And I love that. It's really true. The things that product can do for our cellular health is so, so important. So it's a great one to add to the cleanse, and then also just your wellness lifestyle. And then the next one is cellular, again with like the DDR Prime, and it's got the lemon oil and water. Lemon is such an easy thing. It's just such an easy oil to use, and it works as a gentle cleanse to the digestive system. So the recommendation is 1 to 2 drops and 8 ounces of water 5 times a day. So if you can get a glass of water out and just add the oil and just be sipping on it all day, it's going to work as a natural cleanse. And because it's a citrus oil, it's also going to help with mood and to help you be able to get through this and stay motivated to do the cleanse. But lemon is just a great cleanser. One of the things they talk about is that lemon helps dissolve petrochemicals, so petroleum-based products, so your plastics and that kind of stuff. And so what it does, or what happens in the body, is that as we eat things or we put things on our skin that get in our body, is our body doesn't recognize it, so it'll encapsulate it in fat. And then what happens with that lemon is the lemon helps to kind of break that down and then flush out those toxins. And so it's a really important one to be able to get all those toxins and the yucky stuff out of our body. So lemon. And then I also like to throw in other citrus oils. The recommendation is lemon, but if you love grapefruit or lime or wild orange, or what's another one? I think those are the main ones.
Grapefruit.
Go ahead and do that. Yeah. Those are going to be a great, easy, simple addition to your cleanse. So those are all the products that are in the 30-day cleanse, and I'll go back up to that chart in a little bit. But when you think about doing this, there's a lot of products and different recommendations for that. And so we wanted to now share some different tips and tricks to help you to be successful with your cleanse. And I wrote a few things up here, but I want to open it up. I've asked Katie and Denise and Linda if they would share some things that they do to help them have success in using the products. Linda, do you want to go first?
Sure. So I have a thing about vegetables. I eat quite a few, and I feel like I'm always cutting them up. And so I actually brought a little show and tell. I hope. So can everybody see this on there?
It's awesome.
So I use these Debbie Meyer green bags that I get at Bed Bath & Beyond. And so I've been sitting here next to a bunch of cut up leeks that I chopped up a couple days ago, and I just keep them in the bag in the fridge. And this is, for me, this is just a really easy way to keep vegetables handy to throw into, I do a stir fry. Well, some of you know my little breakfast concoction that I do with veggies. And so I can just reach in, take a handful, throw it in the frying pan and get my breakfast made. So that's just an easy way to prepare food for me as I'm doing all the time, but when I'm doing the cleanse and trying to keep my eating on target, and then another thing that I suggest is having some healthy snacks ready. So, I eat a lot of nuts, that kind of thing, to support, so that you're not when you're feeling deprived, that you have something to go to so that you don't go to the wrong thing. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. And I love that you brought up the food prep, because we can be using all these products, going through this 30-day cleanse. But if we're, stopping at Burger King every day and pizza another night and not eating healthy, it's not going to serve us well. And so if we can be mindful and be prepared to have good food ready so that we can make good food choices, it'll make all the difference in the success that we have with the cleanse. So thank you for sharing that. It's a really important part of it. Thank you. All right, Denise, will you share with us? Oh, I can't hear you. Can anybody else hear her?
Okay, here I am.
Oh, there.
Sorry.
Awesome. Perfect.
Sure. Things that I usually do just to keep myself on track with it, I'll put my chart in the cupboard, right, where I can see it, where I can go to every day in case I forget in particular which capsules to take at which time. So I put it right there. And I've also used a different cleanse, one of the other ones we used before, so I just kind of keep track of it that way. But I like the idea of this one where you can check it off. So that's one thing I do. Then I also keep I don't tend to use the little pill box all the time, so I'll just keep my products that I'm using at that time. Like the GX Assist will stay back in the back till it's time for that, and all the rest of the products will be in the front that I need for that particular time, and then they switch out. And then probably one of the other things, just to keep myself on track, I'm not always great with water, so I try to do that really well during the cleanse. And then I have my lemon sitting right out in front of me, right at the sink, there with a glass, so I can keep filling the water up and putting the oil in it.
That's awesome. That's great. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's nice when you can have all your products in one area. And like what you said, I love how you say you have the chart in a place that's visual where you can see it. That'll keep you on track and to keep you doing always in front of you. Very, very good. Very, very good. All right, Katie, do you want to share with us?
Sure. So like Denise, I think having your lemon and a glass of water on the counter, and I do this year round. So some of the cleanse is like, I wouldn't want to do GX Assist all the time. So it's really good targeted for that, 10 days. But having this, because when I stumble into the kitchen in the morning, this is what I do when I make my tea, because there's a few minutes there where I've got to just be without a hot cup of tea. So having that out and ready really helps. And my other trick is also a year-round thing, because this vitamin organizer is what I use. I bought it from doTERRA, but I just bought another exactly the same one at Aroma Tools. I'll show you, the inside is slightly different, but I think they're made from the same company. So these they're really set up to be 1 packet per day. But since doTERRA's vitamins there's kind of a lot of them because they're not super compacted, it ends up being, a little snack pack. So I do one of these for morning and one of these for evening. And the beauty of having it like this is I can just toss it in my giant basket and I'm good to go, because I tend to think about them when I'm walking out the door. This makes it easy. So the one from doTERRA, it says doTERRA on it, but it's, you get it. It's like a couple weeks worth. And the way I do it, I think it ends up being 2 weeks worth. And then here's this one that is available at Aroma Tools. I think they had 2 different colors. My only tip with these is when you get the brand new, the plasticky envelope, mine don't smell anymore, but they have a pretty strong smell. So what I do is pop them open and stick a little bit of Kleenex in there and leave them open for a couple of days before I load up my vitamins. And that goes away after time. But this is a really easy way to simplify the vitamins, which I do year round. And I also do DDR Prime year round. Yes, it's insurance, and I swear by it. These make me feel better, more like I'm supposed to.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. It's amazing the difference that these supplements can make in our lives in energy and vitality and the things that we're doing. I was meeting with a friend today who has really been struggling with some health issues, and she's tired and she is discouraged because she doesn't have the energy that she had a year ago, and she's working through some health stuff. And as I talked to her, I was so excited to share Lifelong Vitality with her and the DDR Prime and all these products, because I know that as she starts taking these, she's going to feel good, and that she's going to have that energy that she is needing and seeking. And so it's awesome to be able to have these products and to be able to have something like this to help us have the lifestyle that we want and help us to feel good. So thank you so much for sharing that. A couple things that were on that little chart, it says that you can repeat the 30-day cleanse for up to 3 months. You can do it 3 months in a row, and you can do it or do 1 to 2 times per year. So, pay attention to your body, pay attention to what's going on. These are just a recommendation, so do what works for you. And then also just to reduce the amount or discontinue if there's GI upset. Again, listen to your body. Your body is going to tell you if it's too much or just tell you how you're feeling. I know that talking to people, I generally don't hear a lot of negative feedback, but that this really is a gentle, easy cleanse that you can do that'll really give you great results. And then that last thing I put on here that has always been helpful for me with any part of success in my life is to stay positive and to surround myself with a supportive community. When you have other people around you who are positive and can support you and encourage you when it seems hard or you really want that sugar or whatever it is you're working through, it's nice to have a friend, to have somebody who can say, you know what, you can do this. I'm here to help you. I totally get what you're going through. And so find that support system and that friend who can help you through this, because you're not alone. This is a journey, and I think the reason that we are all here together is that we need each other. We weren't sent down here to be by ourselves, but we came in families, and we end up in neighborhoods and communities, and we are here for each other. So, and then as always, I always love to share the books. These are just some great resources where you can learn more about each of these products and how you can use them, and just, if you love more information and research, they're there. The other thing that you can do, if you go to doTERRAcom, you can look under essential oils, the oils, blends, and other products, and they actually have product information pages on all of those. And there's science, there's research, there's a lot of information there. So if you want to dig a little bit deeper into these products, that's an amazing resource. And then I wanted to share that January, February, we've got the awesome New Year, New You promotion, and we like to call it the 100, 100, 100 promotion, because when you do 100 PV this month, this is for new members, new people to doTERRA. So if they do 100 PV this month, they do another 100 PV as a loyalty reward order in February, then doTERRA is going to give them 100 PV, $100 in points that they can use for a free product, which is amazing. This is such a great way to start, because they can start with a kit and some oils, and the next month get some other products. And anyways, it is a fantastic way to start with doTERRA. And they do have a cleanse and restore kit that is $245 that has all of these products. You can just jump right into it. So if you have friends who would be interested in this information and specifically doing the cleanse, this is a great way to get started, especially with this promotion. And then my last picture, my favorite picture of the whole thing is, here's this community of people to support you. When you get your membership with doTERRA, you become part of our Learning Community Facebook page, and we have local events. We do online events like this so that we can bring in people like Kelly from Connecticut. Yay! It's fun to have online stuff where we can bring people together and learn together and support each other. And I love this quote, and it's kind of one of those mantras that I live by. Is that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. And this is an awesome opportunity to be able to give and share information, and to be able to share how much the oils have blessed our lives. So anyways, that's a totally awesome bonus with doTERRA, is having a community of people to support us. And I'm going to scroll back up, and I'm going to put this chart back up here. And I'm going to open it up. Does anybody have any questions or something that they want to specifically know more about with the cleanse?
I do. I had coffee today with Tony, and I meant to ask you about doing it for 30 days. So I didn't know that. So not 30 days, for 3 months. So you can do this back to back, 3 months in a row. Okay,
Yes.
because I was kind of telling her, oh, I think you kind of need a break in between. So if you think you are at that level, needing a 3-month cleanse, you can do this
Yes.
cycle through 3 times.
Yeah, because you'll notice it like in this chart, the first 10 days, it's, Lifelong Vitality, TerraZyme, your Zendocrine, and lemon. So those are just, really simple. And then the next 10 days, that's when you introduce the GX. Then the next 10 days is the PB Assist and the DDR Prime. So when you go month to month, you will have that
You
10
do have a break.
day break. Mm-hmm. Yep, between the GX and the PB Assist. Yeah, and it's if you have somebody like and I would say the 3-month would be really good if you have somebody who is really wanting to, if they're dealing maybe with weight or skin issues or anything chronic, you would want to do it for 3 months. It's kind of like well, it reminds me of, how people say, oh, hey, how are you doing? And the first one is like, oh, yeah, I'm good. And then you're like, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing okay. And then you ask again, how are you doing? I've had the worst day ever, la, 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 la. And so I feel like the cleanse doing that 3 months in a row is the same. It's like the first time you do it, it's like, okay, I'm good. And then you do it again, and then you do it again, and it just gets it at a deeper level every time that you do it.
Can I add to that, Tiffany?
Yes.
I would agree with that because when Katie was first asking that, when I did it, I don't know, not before last year, but I did it one year and I didn't notice as much when I just did for the 30 days. I did it 30 days and then a few months later I'd do it again. But last year when we started that as a group, I went ahead and did it 2.5 months. I can't remember if I did a full 3 months, but I did 2 months and I noticed a significant difference in changes the longer I went.
Cool. That's great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, very good. Yeah, any other questions?
Can I ask you a question, Tiffany?
Yes.
Will you talk a little bit about what the expectations are with food during your cleanse? What should we be eating?
Oh, that is an excellent question. So I would say to eat as clean as you can, fruits, vegetables, all things in moderation. I know, I don't know, how would you answer that? Fruits, vegetables, grains.
Unless your diet is really bad, ultimately you can continue eating the way that you're eating. If we bounce up to this slide here, the foundation of the whole wellness pyramid that doTERRA has is eating right. Eating right for me might be different than eating right for you, but ultimately if we make good food choices, we'll have better results with whatever we do in life, whether it's using the oils or doing a cleanse or just our overall energy level. So I wouldn't say you have to become a vegan or you need to avoid any particular types of foods. Your body may be in a place where, yeah, it would be a good idea to minimize the amount of white flour you're consuming. But really, the way that this cleanse is put together is you can do it wherever you're at. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're already really healthy or maybe you've had chronic problems for most of your life. Run through it once, and if you don't notice a huge difference, well, then maybe change what you're eating during the next time you do it. But like I said, ultimately, I think they've designed it to make it easy. There are cleanses, you look up on the internet, there are cleanses that are very, very strict and are very rigorous, and when you do these things and how much and all that kind of stuff you take. But I think you get less follow through or less success with those because they're so strict or so rigid. Whereas this one, the goal is to just do it, I mean, and if you don't change anything in your diet, fine, you could still get some benefit out of doing a cleanse. I wouldn't lose sleep about what you're eating during the cleanse, as long as it's not,
Pop.
4 times a week you're going to fast food and stuff like that. If you're a typical somewhat healthy person, you're making your breakfast and dinner and, packing your own lunch or whatever, you should be fine. I wouldn't worry about what types of foods you're consuming. But, if food is something that you're concerned about, as long as you're making good food choices, depends on how healthy you want to be. If you want the best, you're going to eat the best. If you're just trying to get through the end of the semester or the end of the month or till the next paycheck, you got to do what you got to do. But, ultimately, I don't think the type of food you're going to eat isn't going to negatively affect you during this cleanse.
And then one thing I want to add to that is that what I have seen for myself and in other people is as we start making good health choices, that we start to learn more and we start to progress. And so it's one of those things where it's like we're always learning and growing. And I've learned stuff now that I didn't know, a couple years ago. And so it's kind of like start where you're at and start making good choices. If you know that, I need to cut back on my sugar intake. I need to get rid of bad fats. I need to stop drinking Dr. Pepper or whatever your advice is. We all have them. Start there, and then as you feel good, like I know for me, it's like with sugar, for example, I won't eat it for a while. And then it's so crazy how I'll eat chocolate and I'll see how it affects me. And it's like, okay, it's really not worth it anymore. So now I've learned that I don't like sugar and chocolate anymore because the way it makes me feel. So now I'm like, okay, I need to start working on this. And so I feel like it's one step at a time, and we're all on our own journey of progression. And I think as long as we keep asking questions and getting new information, that it's going to take us to new places and better information for each of us. So I just say, and listen to your body. Your body's going to tell you. And especially after a cleanse, it's crazy how my body will react to different things. Like, oh, I didn't realize that, well, here's another one. Like I've noticed too that whenever I eat like chips, like I used to eat like Doritos or something, if I eat them now, those chemicals and stuff that are in there affect me now. And I didn't notice it before. I'm more sensitive to and same with things with dyes in them. If I'm at a party and I eat Skittles or M&Ms, I can pick that up now. And so it's just becoming more in tune with our body and the learning process. And so it's a journey. It's a journey.
So I did the cleanse last year about this time, and I partnered with Tiffany and Eric's Texas team. They let me in. I think Denise and Linda did it too. So they were doing Whole30. So they combined the 30-day cleanse with Whole30. So because it's 30 days, it just kind of goes together. And I don't know, I didn't need to cut stuff out of my diet, but what I did cut out was alcohol. And that was kind of an eye-opener after the holidays. And I know everybody's got their own opinions about consuming alcohol, and I wasn't really even overdoing it, but just not drinking for 30 days. What happened then is then after that 30 days was over and I technically could, or I let myself, I would be at an event and choose just water with oils in it over wine for maybe 6 months. I did that. So for me, that was a pretty nice sort of halo effect, because I did the cleanse and felt already like I'd kind of scrubbed some stuff on the inside. I didn't want to put back anything that was not awesome for a while.
Cool. That's awesome. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate it.
So,
yeah.
I want to share. So if as people are doing this, because I have done the cleanse a couple times, one thing just to remember is to be good to yourself and not beat yourself up if you forget your TerraZyme or your Zendocrine or something. Just know that whatever you've done is good and it's good for your body, and just pick up where you left off and not stress about what you may or may not have taken. So just kind of be nice to yourself.
Yep. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I think that's part of the self-care, and part of that pyramid is, it is taking care of ourselves and giving ourselves a lot of grace and love, and, go take that hot bath, go for that walk, turn on that music that gives you peace, or turn on your 80s rock and clean the house. Whatever it is that makes you happy, find time for those things, because that is part of the overall health and well-being is taking care of ourselves.
Yeah.
And if you mess up, just keep swimming, right?
That's right. Keep swimming forward. Keep swimming forward. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, great questions. Very great questions. Alrighty. Any other questions? Right. Turn that off. No? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording. Stop recording.